An incredible hour of Maury starts now.
In total, they've tested 17 men to find the fathers of their babies. Today, they're back with new men, new paternity tests. Megan is scared because this is the third time she's been on the show. Stop.
Megan is testing 2 more men.
Megan and I are engaged to be married. I do think I'm Javion's father.
I thought I was the father. This is crazy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Sean, Catan,
And Ellen and Claudia are back for the 4th time and more desperate than ever to find the father.
I want to find Cheyenne's daddy.
in the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne. Not.
Forever is back and she's testing Terrence for the 3rd time with her 3rd different child.
Terrence, not.
Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
Everyone, this is Megan. Welcome, Megan. See, Megan is tenuous. Megan is delicate. Megan is scared. This is the 3rd time she's been on the show. You see, in the past, 2 men have been proven not to be the father of her 4-year-old son, Javion. But today, Megan hopes and believes. How cute is he? See, Megan hopes and believes the search is going to end now because we have given DNA tests to 2 more men. Her current fiancé, Catan, and her ex, Sean. Now, Megan says one of them is definitely the father. But before we find out the results, take a look at Megan's past on the show.
The first time Megan came to the show, she could not contain her anger that a man named Michael and his wife, Asia, denied her son.
He's doing this all because of her, you know what I'm saying? When we were together, he told me he didn't want nothing to do with her. He called me last night talking about he loved me, he want to leave her, and be with me and my son. Remember me. Baby daddy, hey,
Michael, you are not. We'll help you find the father.
3 months later, Megan came back to the show and was desperate for a man named David to be her son's dad.
I have no hope that David is my son's father.
Think of how good a mother you've been.
I love him so much, Maury. That's my baby.
David, you are not. You hate looking at that, don't you?
Yes, Maury, I do. That's my son, Maury. And I messed up. I feel so guilty. I feel like I'm a bad mother to my son.
Well, guess what?
Maury.
You shouldn't.
That's my baby. That's my heart.
You shouldn't feel guilty. In
But I
fact,
do.
you should feel brave and courageous to keep on fighting the fight and to find out who the father is. So we have 2 people here.
Yes.
First of all, your current fiance, Catan.
Yes, that's my heart. That's
So
my
your
world.
Catan must be around Javion all the time.
All the time, Maury. He gets up with him and take him to school. He gets him dressed. He makes sure Javion has everything he needs. He loves him the best.
So what I want to know is, why haven't we thought about Catan before?
Because when I had left, Catan was gone. He had disappeared and moved to another state. And I just didn't even think about it at the time because I just thought about Michael and David at the time.
Okay. Let's talk about the other guy, Sean, who, by the way, seems to be a good guy, too.
Yeah, he is. He's a wonderful guy. He wants to be Javion's father. He does stuff for Javion.
So both these guys.
Yeah, they love him to death.
Did you not think about Sean before?
I did, but Sean had moved to a different state too. I tried to get in contact with him when he seen me on the show twice. He called me out of nowhere and just was very upset with me. He was like, I seen you on the show. I thought Javion was my son. He said, why did you lie to me? I was like, I wasn't trying to lie to you. I just didn't want to hurt your feelings and make you move out of Javion's life.
So there they are. There are 2 of them. Think he looks like either one?
I think he favors Katan a little bit more, but I think
Katan's on the left.
Yeah, and I think he has Sean's chin and lips.
You think it might be the first, the chin. I think I see a similarity in the chin.
Yeah.
What do you all think? Here's the problem. We got history here because Megan admits she's brought on other people, brought on 2 other guys.
Yes, and I feel so guilty. I feel embarrassed. I feel ashamed, and I feel like all this is my fault because I was young and I was dumb and I was doing stupid things at the time. So I really did mess up Maury.
And that's what you would tell all these other young girls, right?
Yes, I would tell them don't do it. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not. Having a baby is not what it all seems. It's not.
Okay. Have you thought about the possibility? There's always a possibility.
Maury, I thought about that
That
possibility.
neither one of these guys.
Yes, Maury, it drives me crazy, but if they're the father, if Katana's the father, it'll relieve a lot of stress. If Sean is the father, then it'll relieve more stress. I want to get this done and over with.
Okay. Now, this is what Katan had to say before the show. Watch.
Megan and I have always had our ups and downs, but I never thought for 1 minute that her son, Javion, wasn't mine. It was just 3 months ago when me and Megan got back together, I found out I may not be Javion's father. And then I found out she already tested 2 other men. There's another one here today. Oh, I'm pissed. When I found out the truth, I felt betrayed, and I couldn't believe it. I do think I'm Javion's father. That's my twin, and I love him with all my heart. Megan and I are engaged to be married, and if Javion is my son, it will complete our family. I'm hoping and praying he is.
Everybody welcome Katan to the show. She says she feels guilty.
Yeah, she was young though. Mistakes happen, you know. That's
right. You know. And I said that she was courageous to continue to try to find the father.
Yeah, she's a very strong woman for that, you know.
Were you surprised when she brought 2 other guys?
Yeah, I was pissed.
You think you all look alike?
That's my little twin. Yeah.
Does he call you dad?
Yeah.
He does?
Yes, he does.
You know the other fella?
I've heard of him. I talked to him before on the phone, but I don't know him like that, though.
Okay. You don't mind he's here, right?
Nah, I don't mind at all.
Do you think you're going to raise this child no matter what?
Yeah, even if I'm not the father.
This is what Sean had to say. Wow.
For 4 years, I thought I was the father of Megan's son, Javion. It wasn't until I seen the Maury Show that I realized that Megan was testing other men for the paternity of my son. I was shocked. I was angry. How could Megan lie to me for the past 4 years? Now here I am getting a DNA test, and there's another man getting tested too. This is crazy. My son Javion means the world to me. He's my heart, my soul. I can't imagine not being his father. If I'm not Javion's father, I'm going to be crushed.
All right, everybody, here's Sean. Welcome, Sean. So, Sean, I like it when 2 guys say, I want to be the father, I'll step up. Love that. You think you're the father?
I hope I am.
And if you're the father, you'll, of course, take your place as the father. And if you're not, so be it.
Of course.
Okay? You know, I think we've waited long enough. Anything you want to say before I read the results?
Sean, I'm sorry for lying to you. I never meant to hurt you. I apologize. I really, really do. I'm sorry. Katan, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry.
In the case of 4-year-old Javion, Sean, you are not the father. Wait a Wait a second. Megan, this isn't over. Come on, here. It's gonna be over.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
All right. But we've got Catan here. All right. We haven't read the result for Catan. In the case of 4-year-old Javion Catan, you are not the father.
No, let me out of here. Let me out of here, no. No.
Megan. You got a man here. Megan, you got a man here who loves you. He said that no matter whether he was the father or not, he was going to be with that child. Okay?
I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry, son. I'm so sorry. God, no.
You are not.
He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan? And Ellen and Claudia are back for the 4th time and more desperate than ever to find the father.
I want to find Cheyenne's daddy.
In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne, not.
Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy.
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
Come on up, Claudia, dear. Does everybody remember Claudia? Yeah. This is Ellen and her mother, Claudia. This is their 4th time on the show. 4. See, for the past year, they've been trying to find out who the father of Ellen's daughter, Cheyenne, is. They have tested 3 guys before. Today, they're testing the 4th man, a man named Chaz. Now, we've had now 1 baby, 4 men. See, Ellen and Chaz met singing karaoke. I never knew karaoke spawned relationships. But apparently it does. And although Ellen always suspected that Chaz was Cheyenne's dad, she didn't tell him till last week. So we've given Chaz a DNA test before we find out the results. Take a look at Ellen and Claudia's past appearances on the show.
Wilbur is a 2-time jerk. He got me pregnant, he gave me an STD, and he walked out on me and my baby. Wilbur's a lowlife. I'm the one that's scooting myself down to the store to buy Pampers while Wilbur's sitting home on his back butt.
My baby looks Chinese. Does it look like I'm from Chinatown?
Wilbur, you are not.
We were all shocked by these results. Shortly after that show, Claudia and Ellen came back with a 2nd man to test.
We were together for a month.
I'm the one that goes gets her diapers. I'm the one that goes to the store.
I am not the father.
Richard, you are not.
Ellen and her mom, Claudia, came back to the show for the 3rd time, desperate for a man named Doug to be the father.
I'm tired of being the one that has to help. I shouldn't have to.
Doug's the father.
I'm 150% sure that he is the father.
Doug, you are not. What's it like looking at that?
It's emotional. I mean, it's so stressful to not know who your baby's father is.
Time you come here, you find out somebody's not the father. How tough is that?
It's really, really tough because, for one, my system has been messed up since then, okay?
Physical system.
Yes.
In other words, what she's trying to say is, all right, she's seeing a doctor, and the doctor said there is something wrong with her system. She has not had her cycle, her female cycle, for over 2.5 years. That's why we are having a problem with trying to find Cheyenne's daddy. I want to find Cheyenne's daddy because I shouldn't have to be the one that has to go to the store and get Cheyenne's stuff. I'm hoping Chaz.
Well, tell me about Chaz, Ellen.
He is a sweetheart.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he is.
He is, oh my God. I'd move heaven and earth to be with him.
Really?
Yes. I want to be with Chaz.
You think they look alike?
Oh my God, yes.
Really?
Yes. Their nose and their eyes.
Nose and eyes.
More. He has a little
an
boy.
8-year-old boy.
Uh-huh.
They look identical.
You know Chaz said he had a vasectomy.
Oh, yes.
I don't think it went right.
You don't think it went right? Well, guess what? Let's find out what Chaz all right? This is what he had to say before the show. Watch.
I'm Chaz, and I'm the fourth man to be given a DNA test for Ellen's daughter, Cheyenne. Because of circumstances out of my control, I could not be on the show today. But I do want to know the results of the DNA test. Just 1 week ago, I got a call from Ellen saying there was a possibility that I was her daughter's father. I did sleep with her, once. I just don't think I'm this baby's father. I had a procedure done, and I can't have any more kids. I just can't be a father to a baby that's not mine.
You can understand that, all right? So he can't be here today, but what's going to happen is, when we find out the result, you're going to call him. Well, let's do it. In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne, Chaz, who could not be here today, is not the father.
No.
You have a lovely granddaughter.
I know I do.
You do. Okay. All right? And you're going to continue to take care of her until we find out who the father is. She's coming down the ramp. And you'll call Chaz, right, and tell him. Claudia, you all have to stay together because you all need each other for strength, you know?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
After finding out that the fourth man tested Chaz was not the father of her baby, Ellen and her mother, Claudia, immediately wanted to call Chaz and tell him the results.
We got the results, honey.
Okay.
You're not the father.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Chaz. Are you going to forgive me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Chaz.
I really hope that you guys find, the father, because the baby does need to be taken care of.
Thank you, Chaz. We love you.
Not.
Forever is back and she's testing Terrence for the third time with her third different child.
Not.
Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy.
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
This is what happens when you grow up in different places. Here's my next guest. I would call her Forever. But Forever says her name is Forever. Forever's 6th time on the show. And she's still proud. After testing 5 men, Forever has failed to find the father of her daughter Eternity and her son Christopher. But now Forever's back because she has a new baby named Sincere. And she is sure that a man named Terrence is the father. Now, if Terrence looks familiar, it's because he's already been proven not to be the father of Forever's first 2 children. So let's take a look back at Forever's journey on our show.
The first time we met Forever, she was furious.
I am 1,000% sure that Terrence is my daughter's father. You think you have the data?
Not my baby.
You are not.
Forever returned to our show with a second man.
1,010% sure
are not.
The third time Forever appeared on our show, she tested 2 more men.
Out of them two, one of them is the daddy.
Neither one of us is the father of this child.
How do you know he's not?
Look at this. He white. What is it?
You are not. And Lee, you are not.
I'm glad you ain't the daddy.
Forever returned to the show for the 4th time with the 5th man.
He needs to stand up and be a man.
If child, what would you do?
I would jump off the Empire State Building.
You are not.
Forever put her search for Eternity's dad on hold, but came back to the show with Terrence, the first man proven not to be the father. This time, they were in a relationship, and he wanted a DNA test for her new baby, Christopher.
You're positive. He's Christopher's dad.
Yeah, I'm very positive.
You are not.
It's over.
You decided to put your search for the fathers of Eternity and Christopher on hold.
Yeah, they well taken care of. They don't need no father because they got me as a mother and a father, so they don't need no father.
There you go. But you had another child.
Yeah, me and her was back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
And now Terrence says he's not the father of your newest baby, Sincere.
Yeah, that's what he say.
You're mad at him, but you've already had him here trying to be the father of the other kids, and he wasn't the father. So can you understand how he would doubt this child?
It don't matter if he doubting my child. I know he's the father.
Did he come to the hospital when you were pregnant?
He came to the hospital, Maury. I mean, he looked in the window.
He looked in the window?
He looked in the window and left and said it wasn't his father.
That's not a pet show.
Yeah, he looked in the window and left. He looked in the window and left.
Well, he didn't sign the birth certificate.
No, yeah, he signed the birth certificate.
Oh, he did?
He signed the birth certificate.
Oh, wow.
That's what he did do.
But
That's what he did do.
Here's the thing. Your son was sick in the hospital.
Yes, my son was sick, Maury. My baby was born early with nobody there. He wouldn't even come up there. He wouldn't even come to see the baby. He'll come to the door, wouldn't even go in, Maury.
Did he have anything to do with the naming?
Yeah, he the one named him. He the one named him, Maury.
Named him.
He named my baby.
Ooh.
He named him.
So last night we sat down with Terrence, and this is why he is denying this child.
This is the 3rd time that Forever brought me out here trying to pin a baby on me. It just won't happen. Forever is a neighborhood whore, and everybody knows it. This baby could belong to several hundred men. Why she choosing me? When Forever got pregnant, I hadn't seen her in 9 whole months. Next time I see her, she was 6 months pregnant. You do the math. Forever is just obsessed with me. She done brought me out here 3 different times for 3 different kids. Get over it. I am not your baby's daddy. Forever, I done embarrassed you 2 different times on national TV. And today is gonna be the 3rd time when Maury says you are not the father.
Here he is, Terrence. Terrence, welcome him back.
What? What you mean you ain't the father? You was all backstage? Now get that now. You told me you was the father. You got me messed up. You got me bent. You got me bent. 6 months. Soon as we left the show, you was all up in this. So quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. For real. Quit lying.
Me and everybody in.
When
was
you
this?
backstage, somebody love me. Call yeah,
That
boo
ba-
back, baby.
look,
Boo
look,
back,
look,
baby.
look.
Boo back, baby. Boo back, baby.
Yes or no?
Look.
Hell
Look.
no.
Hell yeah.
no. Hell no. Hell no. Out of this the 3rd time, it will never be me.
Boo back.
It can never
Boo
be my.
back.
Sit down.
No,
Sit down.
step it up.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Step it up.
I'm gonna say step. She said step my game up. Why your shoes messed up?
Okay, why you messed up? Why you messed up?
Nice. Look, I'm fresh. I'm all new. Is that it, Maury?
Why are you putting her down?
I'm not putting her down. I'm just telling the truth.
You
She's trying to say this baby mine. Look at it. The baby can't be mine. How many times have her kids been? How many times have her kids been mine? Right?
Okay, don't
Why the
lie
hell
for the
this one
camera.
mine?
Don't lie for the camera.
Why the hell
You
this one mine?
backstage?
Baby mine, I haven't seen her in it. I haven't seen her for 9 whole months, and then when I see her, she's 6 months pregnant.
Soon as we
Girl,
left the
cut it
show,
out.
he was, oh.
Cut it out.
You signed the birth certificate.
She a damn lying.
You didn't sign the birth certificate.
I wasn't even. She said I came to the hospital. Look through the mirror. It's mad.
You
So
can't.
I signed the birth
After the
certificate.
baby was
Cut it
born.
out.
That was after the baby was born. That was after the baby was born.
Everybody tell him
It was
shut
after the
up.
baby was
Everybody
born.
tell him
Okay.
shut up.
Okay.
Calm it
I bring. I
down.
got it with me. You want me to
Show
get
it.
it?
Show
You want
it.
me to get
Show
it?
it.
Cause
Show
your
it.
name on there.
I'm gonna
That's the result.
case of 5-month-old Sincere, Terrence, you are not the father.
You're a good mother to your kids. You want us to help continue to find out?
I already know who it is. There was only one other dude, and I know exactly who it is.
Okay. You think he'll hit on you?
Yeah, he gonna get on me. He gonna be there. He gonna... That's not no hope. I'm over there raising no hope.
You are the father. Kiate is now denying Teresa's new baby.
He was doing a good job. I was holding a deep, dark secret.
Drugged and raped by a Caucasian man.
This is a white man's baby. You hear me?
Does that look like a white baby?
No. So it's my fault that I got raped.
Yes, your fault.
It's my fault.
Yes, your fault.
Kiate.
We gotta end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
This is Teresa. Now, 3 months ago, Teresa came to the show furious that a man named Kiate was denying her son, 1-year-old Trayshawn. Now, a DNA test proved that Kiate was the father. Now, they're back. The two of them are back for another DNA test because Kiate is now denying Teresa's new baby, 1-month-old Syasia. So before we find out why Kiate is denying this child, take a look at their first appearance.
I'm mad. I'm pissed out. How can you deny that beautiful baby? He's stupid. He's a deadbeat daddy.
And you're positive.
He's my child's father.
Why does he say this about you and the cable guy?
Because he was getting free cable, so why he worrying about it?
I know I'm not the father of Tyshawn, and Teresa better stop pinning this baby on me. I even heard Teresa had sex with a man for $10.
I'm not no hope. I'm over there raising no hope. You gonna take it?
I have doubt in my mind that baby ain't mine, because she
Okay,
says
well,
she
when
cheated.
they-
It's not my baby, girl. You gonna look stupid as...
Kiate, you are the father.
I'm gonna take care of my baby. That's my little dog, man. I got him, you hear me? I got him.
Okay, so now this is unbelievable because on the last show, Teresa was actually keeping a heartbreaking secret from Kiate, that she was, on that last show, 7 months pregnant. In fact, right up until she went into labor, Kiate had no idea she was pregnant. But there was a reason for the deception. Because around the time that Teresa got pregnant, she was drugged and raped by a Caucasian man. So it was only until baby Syasia was born that she knew in her heart that Syasia was Kiate's, not the guy who raped her. So we better clear something up because this was a terrible thing that you went through.
It was devastating because that's embarrassing, and I felt like I was a hoe because somebody took advantage of me.
But let me tell you how brave Teresa was. She went and prosecuted that man.
Yeah.
That man is in jail. Wasn't Kiate sympathetic?
No, because
He wasn't
at first
sympathetic?
he cried, but he called me a whore. I was a takeoff. He talked about my newborn baby, call her a white baby, call her a whore. You don't call no child no whore.
Does that look like a white baby?
No, no.
Does he think it is?
Yeah, she's innocent. She didn't ask to be here. She didn't ask to be here at all. And it don't make no sense at all.
Before we bring Kiate out here, this is what he had to say.
Look, I'm not a bad guy. And after Teresa proved that Tyshawn was mine, I stepped up and took care of my responsibility. But now I'm back for a second DNA test, but this time, I'm 100% sure that I'm not the father of Teresa's new baby. How can I be the father of Teresa's baby when I called her house and they told me she was in labor? I didn't even know she was pregnant. Me and Teresa wasn't even together when she got pregnant. This is a white man's baby. You hear me? Teresa, I just want to let you know, this is all your fault. Today, we will find out the truth.
All right, here he is, Kiate. Welcome to
So it's my fault that I got raped.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's my fault, though.
It's your fault.
okay.
can't
It's
say
my
that.
fault.
It's one thing to go out with somebody. It's another thing to get raped and call it her fault.
You're right.
Do you have 20/20 vision?
Nope. But it's clear not me.
You think that baby's half white?
My kids have a distinct, my eyebrows.
Look at her eyebrows.
Look at them. Look at her eyebrows and look at mine.
How about the other child? The other child look like you?
Yeah, he does.
You didn't think it was yours either?
Because she lied.
All right. All I want to know, if this is your child, you'll take care of this child the way
I'm not doing nothing because this ain't my child.
Okay.
Well, wait a second. If it is your child.
If?
Yes.
Maury, you know, if wasn't fifth, we'd all be drunk. If she is my child, I'm going to take care of my
We're going to find out. In the case of 1-month-old Syasia, Kiate, you are not.
You hear me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Can I get an apology, please? Can I please get an apology?
I apologize.
But you know what? You know what? She know I'm still going to be there for her.
Wait a second. I've got to ask Teresa something. Was it the result of the rape?
I know it's his.
The result of the rape.
You know I'm still going to be by your side, man. I'm going to help you in anything you...
No.
But I understand, but we can't do nothing about it now. So now you know. You hear me? But I'm still gonna help you out. If you need help, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. She gonna know me as her daddy. I'm her daddy. I'm gonna be her daddy.
Not.
Selena's 3-year search continues, except this time with a man who wants to be the father.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy?
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
Everyone, this is Talina. It has been 3 years since Talina first came to the show trying to find out the father of her 2 sons, Malachi and Isaiah. You see, it's been a very emotional journey for Talina because after getting 6 DNA tests, she has been unsuccessful in finding either of their dads. But she's back, and she believes her son Malachi will finally have a father because she's positive that her fiancé, Tommy, is the dad. But before we find out the new paternity test results, this is Talina's history on our show.
Talina's journey started 3 years ago when she revealed a shocking secret to her sister, Tabitha.
I sleep with Brian behind your back. I'm positive that Malachi is your husband.
Was Brian the father of his wife's sister's son?
Brian, you are not the father.
Yes.
Talina came back to the show 2 more times, trying to find Malachi's dad. First, we tested Brian's nephew, Nathan.
You are not the father.
Then we tested her brother-in-law's brother.
Brian's brother, the man that would not appear on the show, is not.
Talina decided to put her search for Malachi's dad on hold and focus her attention on her son, Isaiah. This journey started with another shocking confession.
At the time I had got pregnant with him, I had slept with 8 guys.
8? Tommy is the first guy of the 8.
Yeah.
Tommy, you are not the father.
2 more of the 8 men were given paternity tests.
James, you are not the father. Nathan, you are not. Then Talina put everything to rest because it's been 2 years since you've been on the show. Now, you're with a guy now, right?
Right.
Tommy?
Yes.
You're engaged to him?
Yes.
He's a father to your son Malachi?
He's the father to all my kids. He's great.
Why do you want to chance this?
Because my son, he's got to know who his father is, Maury.
How old is Malachi now?
He's 4. He's got to. We've got to end this today. If we don't, Maury, it'll be devastating for my whole family.
Your relationship with Tommy could change, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah, dramatically.
You think he might leave if he's not the father?
I honestly think he'll leave if he's not the father.
You finally figured out why you slept around.
Yeah, I did. I think that I've got a sex addiction.
You did?
Honestly, yes, I do.
Okay. This is what Tommy had to say before the show. Watch this.
I love Talina and I want to settle down with her and get married and have a family. I know Talina has give DNA tests to other men, but I really don't care. I love Malachi and I believe I am his father. Me and Talina was in a relationship when she got pregnant. And I've been there from day one for her son. And I pray this child is mine so we can both of us move on.
Here's Tommy, everybody. He's a good guy. Welcome him. Tommy, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Tommy, why are we taking this chance?
It's something we got to do.
How long have you been around that child?
The whole time.
The whole
Since he was
time?
born, yeah.
He thinks of you as his father.
Yes.
And what happens if this test proves that you're not the birth father?
I'm going to still be there.
You know Tabitha and Brian?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
They're all part of the family, right?
Yeah.
They've been very good, right?
Yeah. They've been very good to me and too.
Okay. Are you ready for this chance? You ready to take this chance?
I've got to, yes.
Okay. Here we go. In the case of 4-year-old Malachi, Tommy,
We have the DNA results. Next.
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
it has been 3 years since Talina first came to the show trying to find out the father of her 2 sons, Malachi and Isaiah, after getting 6 DNA tests. She has been unsuccessful in finding either of their dads. Brian, you are not the father. You are not the father. Brian's brother, the man that would not appear on the show, is not the father. Tommy, you are not the father. James, you are not the father. Nathan, you are not. But she's back, and she believes her son Malachi will finally have a father because she's positive that her fiancé, Tommy, is the dad. In the case of 4-year-old Malachi, Tommy, you are not the dad.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We are still a family. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, we're still a family, okay? It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna get this. It's okay. It's okay.
You are not.
He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan?
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
Man and I are engaged to be married. I'm hoping and praying he is.
Katan, you are not.
He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan?
Me and my son are going to be okay. And I got Katan as my son's father, and he's going to be a good man.
I'm still gonna be there. We're gonna be a family still. Get happily married. Come back.
incredible drama on Maury. No more denials. It ends right here with the blinding truth. Two women, 3 babies, and 1 man. These women claim Brian was two-timing them while he was married to someone else. And he could have 13 kids.
13 kids? 7 different baby mamas.
One of the most shocking paternity stories ever.
Will you be in the lives of these children if you're the father?
Nope.
3 paternity tests. Is Brian the father?
Brian.
This teen says she dealt with a troubled pregnancy all alone. Robert says she can't blame him because he's not the father of her baby.
You think you look like that child?
No, I don't.
Will a paternity test end the drama or add to it?
Robert?
Samantha claims her brother Josh is not the father of both of Heather's children.
I want to find out now.
Josh?
Plus, Ashley admits that her young son calls 2 men daddy. 2 men, but only one can be the father.
Lance? Dimitri?
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in.
Everyone, this is Devona. Welcome, Devona, to the show. And everybody, this is Maxine. Welcome, Maxine, to the show. These 2 women are furious because this man, Brian, is denying Devona's 2-year-old son, Devon, and her 8-month-old daughter, Brooklyn. And he's also denying Maxine's 1-month-old son, Braden. That's right. Brian is denying all 3 children. But that's not the worst of it. You see, after both Devona and Maxine discovered they were pregnant, they made 2 more shocking discoveries. First, Brian was married. And also, he might have 10 other children.
2 furious women, 3 babies, and 1 man denying he's the father.
Brian is a deadbeat loser and a habitual liar. All he's good at is making babies all over town. He has 13 other kids that he's not even claiming.
Right after I got pregnant with my son, Devon, I found out that Brian was married to another woman.
Brian has done nothing for these children.
He haven't done one damn thing for me or my baby.
Brian never comes to see his son. He's only held Braden 1 time, and that was only for 5 seconds. The only thing Brian has brought into me and my son's life is stress.
Maxine and Devona are demanding the DNA truth.
Brian owes me over $10,000 in child support. But all I want is for him to step up and be a father to both of his kids.
I absolutely do not ever want to get back with Brian, but I do want him to be a positive role model to his son.
Okay. So, you got pregnant, then you found out he was married.
Yes, Maury, I was 1 month pregnant when I found out Brian was married. I was so scared and frustrated, I didn't tell him I was pregnant until I was 6 months. And when I told him I was pregnant, he denied the baby right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
It's not my baby, though. It's not.
So how many kids do you think he has?
But
Brian has 13 kids.
13
13
kids?
kids, 7 different baby mamas. 7 different baby mamas.
Count.
And I think I saw when I was reading about Brian, he's 26 years old.
26
with 13 kids.
Damn shame.
You have how many babies with him? 2? 2. If you knew he was this kind of guy, Devona, why would you have another baby with him?
Being stupid. Being real stupid.
You think those babies look like him?
They look just like
Kids look like him.
Maxine,
Yes.
you didn't know about Devona.
No, I did not know about Devona until I got the phone call from the
So
show.
why did you get involved with this guy who apparently is populating the entire Midwest?
I knew nothing about any kids. I didn't know about him being married. I didn't know anything.
Did he deny Braden the whole way?
No. When Brian tried to have sex with me just last week, talking about I don't want any other men around my child.
Maxine, you can't have sex with him if he denies your baby. You can't do that. Well, guess what? Brian has a very different view of all this. And this is what he had to say.
Maxine and Devona are the two biggest cheaters in the world. They say I got 13 kids, I got 7 kids. And them 7 kids ain't going no higher today. Devona didn't even tell me that she was pregnant until 7 months. If that was my baby, why doesn't the baby have my last name? Now with Brooklyn, she getting older, she doesn't look nothing like me. Me and Maxine used to sleep together periodically, but she used to sleep with other guys periodically too. Now what you think about that? I'm here to get the results for not 1, not 2, but 3, not the father.
Here we are. Here's Brian, everybody. Kids.
Love kids. I got 7.
You do? Well, you shouldn't have all these kids.
I know, but things happen.
You say you have 7 kids. You're
7 kids.
26 years old.
A lie.
I don't need. Man, look, don't even talk to me. I'm talking to
A
her.
lie.
Okay. Brian.
Yeah.
You think the 2 kids on top there look like you?
Nope.
They don't look like you.
Nope.
So they don't look like you. They don't look like you.
That might be my daughter right there, but you know she was sleeping. So that might not be my baby, but that might be my baby.
He your damn clone. Y'all look just alike.
Hey, the boy,
So
not
y'all
my
don't look
son.
alike.
Not
So
my
y'all don't
son.
look alike.
Not my son.
That big ass receiving hairline with that big ass. It's a shame how much
Brian,
you lie.
were you at the hospital for the births of these 2 or not?
No.
No.
What I did, Maury, look, what I did was.
So you didn't come to the hospital with me, with my 2 kids.
Hey,
You
when I
picked me
came-
up to the hospital
when I
with the
came to the
ball, and
hospital-
you came with Brooke.
So I come up there, take them home and everything. If I was up there, why ain't sign a birth certificate?
Because you don't sign none of your kids' birth certificates.
How many
That's
kids
why. You told me you never signed now one of them. Whatever. But today we don't find out. We don't find out today.
All right, let's move on,
tell
Brian.
your
Let me
family.
move on, Brian. What about Maxine's son, Braden? What about him?
She was sleeping around.
Are you in the lives of those 7 children?
No.
You are.
No.
Do y'all know my kids?
Yeah.
Will you be in the lives of these children if you're the father?
Nope.
Ah.
What I'm gonna do is take care of Brooklyn. That's what I'm gonna do.
Even if I say you're the father of all of them?
I'm gonna take care of Brooklyn. That's what I'm
That's
gonna
it?
take care of.
Don't worry about
Only
it.
Brooklyn.
Don't worry about it. We about to see what you do. We gonna see what you do, though.
We're
We
going to
gonna see
find
what
out
you
right
do.
now. Here we go. We're going to find out right now. Brian, when it comes to 1-month-old Braden, Brian, you are the father. When it comes to 2-year-old Devon, Brian, you are not. When it comes to 8-month-old Brooklyn, Brian, you are not. Brian, take care of this child.
I'm gonna take care of my child.
You take care of that child. And by the way, do me a big favor, okay?
He needs to go get his it.
Talk to her and don't get so upset with her, okay? All right? She thought you were the father. She's glad to help you.
I know who he
Find
is.
your babies. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
For both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It'll be all right. But he's not the father. You know
Okay.
what? You know something?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want him to be the father.
I know.
He has too many other responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Samantha claims her brother Josh is not the father of both of Heather's children.
You're phony crying?
won't fool me.
Why would she say that? Josh supports Heather. You and Josh are now living together.
Yes.
But who will he support when the DNA results are revealed?
I want to find out now.
Josh. Ashley admits that her young son calls 2 men daddy. 2 men, but only one can be the father. Lance, Dimitri.
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in.
Everyone, this is Heather. Welcome, Heather. And also, we want to introduce you to Heather's former best friend, Samantha. Former. You see, Heather fell madly in love with Samantha's brother, Josh. All of a sudden, Samantha, the friend, became the bitter enemy because Samantha claimed that Heather cheated and that both babies, Madison and Mackenzie, are not his brother's kids.
Heather, me and you both know you ain't nothing but a slut bucket. You're a conniving trick that keeps my brother under your control. There is absolutely no way that those kids belong to my brother. Today we will settle this once and for all. My brother deserves someone else that isn't gonna have sex with random men in dirty motel rooms. And I know you're giving oral sex in order to pay off your phone bill. Heather, you're nothing but a drama queen. You use your tears to trick my brother, but your phony crying won't fool me.
Wow. What do you think of that?
That makes me so mad because that was my best friend, and she's going to sit there and say that those are not her nieces.
Right.
And I'm saying we were so close. And when I had my first baby, we were together all the time. So how did I cheat? And oral sex for cell phone minutes, that's not me. I'm a lady. I do not do stuff like that. Thank you. I do not do stuff like that. If anybody does it, maybe her friends. But I'm not like that. I'm a lady.
Why would she say that?
Maybe she's jealous because her baby daddy's not there, maybe. Yeah.
And you and Josh are now living together.
Yes, we're together. We're doing good.
And she's saying to her brother, those aren't your kids.
Yeah, she's trying to break us up, and I don't see why. As soon as we do... Yeah.
Is she around her nieces?
No, with the first one, she went shopping, she bought her clothes, she come and seen us, took us everywhere. And with the second baby, I don't never see her. She's nowhere around. She doesn't...
Did Josh ever deny the first baby, Madison?
After she was 3-4 months old and he got with somebody else, he started denying her. Because of this family. That's why I'm ready to get this over with. Tell him these are his babies. Thank you. Yes. I'm ready. Look at my babies. Look at them. They're both beautiful. They're so beautiful.
Okay, well, guess what? We're going to meet Samantha first. Here's Samantha. Come on out.
Babies times when you wasn't even with my brother. My brother was not even nowhere around.
What I don't understand is, Samantha, what I don't understand is when they broke up the first time and she had Madison, you love Madison.
You did yes, I did. Exactly. I wanted to be there. Now they're nowhere around. They don't come around me. She sleeps with everybody. I have no relationship. It's like, listen. It's like she's jealous of me around my brother.
Take a look at those two.
Tell me they're not beautiful. Are they not beautiful?
No.
Well, let me ask you this, Samantha. Do you get along with your brother?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah, no, I don't talk to them. I have no relationship with them whatsoever. Because I want to find out now. Y'all ain't in this.
Samantha, I know you had a lot of questions with her, and you wanted her to take a lie detector test, but she didn't want to take it, so she didn't take it.
Exactly. Why didn't she take the lie detector test? Why, y'all? Why?
Because I have to.
In the middle, welcome Josh, everybody. Here's Josh.
Look, they're beautiful.
Josh. Josh. Y'all are family.
Yes, sir.
Both of them look just alike. They both look just like you.
Where was Heather at?
With you.
Well, okay, when she was pregnant, when
baby.
she her first baby, where was you at, Josh? Virginia. Virginia. Yes, you was. Yes, you was.
I am too, so we can get this over with as close as we was. And you gonna do this? It don't even make no sense. Madison, I want you to, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna love those little girls
Yeah.
as an aunt if they're
Yeah,
if
they
she's
need-
proved
yeah.
if you're proved to be the aunt.
Of course.
Okay. When it comes to 3-month-old Mackenzie, Josh, you are the father. When it comes to Madison, Josh, you are the father. Okay, y'all take all that emotion that you have, all that emotion that you've displayed the last 10 minutes on this show, and you give it to those two beautiful kids, okay? We'll be back. This teen says she dealt with a troubled pregnancy all alone. Robert says she can't blame him because he's not the father of her baby. You think you look like that child?
No, I don't.
Will a paternity test end the drama or add to it? Robert? Ashley admits that her young son calls 2 men daddy. 2 men, but only one can be the father. Lance, Dimitri?
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. Everyone, this is Sarah. Welcome Sarah to the show. Sarah's very upset. You see, when Sarah told her ex-boyfriend Robert that she was pregnant with his child, she says he showered her with baby clothes. That was 2 years ago. But a lot has changed in those 2 years because Sarah's son, William, is now 1. Robert is now married to another woman. And he completely denies he is baby William's father. And get this, Robert claims that Sarah cheated on him with another man who eventually became her fiancé. And sadly, that man since passed away. And Robert believes the other guy's the dad. This is Sarah's story.
William is like my heartbeat, everything, and he's being treated wrong. When I was 6 months pregnant, they thought William was stillborn, and Robert was laughing, and like my world just fell apart. I thought I was losing my baby, and he just sat there and laughed like it was a joke. It was devastating to know that Robert was denying William. He treated William like he was just a piece of trash. My heart breaks because my son doesn't have a father.
Why are you so... What are you raising your fist for, Sam?
Him!
Why?
He's dirt!
He's dirt.
He's dirt! My 1-year-old son did do nothing to him. My son's not trash. My son is not trash. He is. He's the trash. He should be thrown in the garbage and put in the dumpster.
When did Robert start to deny William?
When I got with Chris. He started to deny him because another man was stepping up to be a daddy. Because any man can make a baby. It takes a real man
So
to
now
be a daddy.
I understand everything. So this is what Robert had to say about that, because you know... What? You don't care?
No one cares what he had to say. It's probably a bunch of lies anyway, piece of trash.
Watch this.
I was shocked to find out Sarah was pregnant. Thought I was settling down with a decent woman, but I made a big mistake. I've never cheated on any woman I've ever been with, and if I could have brought them on the show, they would tell you the same thing. Emotionally finding out William may not be mine, it's aggravating. I'm not the bad guy. Sarah's the dirty liar who's making me believe that
a kid may be mine and it may not be.
All right, everybody, welcome Robert to the show. You think you look like that child?
No, I don't. I do not.
Okay, Robert, you don't look like him, right? Big ears! Big ears! No! No! Get out!
Really? I got 4 other kids and neither one of them look like that.
That child is not ugly!
Sit down, sit down. Robert, let me ask you something. How old are you?
25.
You might have 5 kids. What are you doing having 5 kids?
What am I doing having 5 kids? Really? My other 4 kids, I can't deny they're a splitting image of me.
And he's...
Splitting image. He does not look like me. He does not look like me.
Are you blind? Are you a moron?
All right, Sarah, sit down. Sit down, Sarah.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's
Stay
okay.
seated.
All right. If you're the father, you gonna get in that child's life?
If I'm the father, Maury, I'll do what I have to do.
We're gonna find out
Give me
if
the
you can
test
prove it or
and,
not. Oh, when it comes to 1-year-old William, Robert, you are the father.
I told you!
I never denied him. I had doubts that he wasn't mine. I never denied him.
You didn't deny
I went and got this on my chest 2 weeks after he was born.
You never denied
I
him.
never denied him.
Okay, so why
I had doubts that he wasn't mine.
You want to see him? Why not see
Bye.
your kid?
The drama with this couple is nowhere near over.
No, I want to talk about you.
Ashley admits that her young son calls 2 men daddy.
I made a mistake.
And both of these men desperately want to be this little boy's father.
I'm Isaac's father. Isaac is my son.
It's one of the most shocking stories of the year.
I'm the man. I do everything I can for him.
2 men, but only one can be the father.
Lance, Dimitri,
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in.
everyone, this is Ashley. Welcome Ashley to the show. Now, Ashley sits here brokenhearted because her son, 2-year-old son Isaac, calls this man Lance and this man Dimitri Daddy, both of them. You see, Ashley was having sexual relations with both Lance and Dimitri around the time she became pregnant. And so therefore she's unsure which man fathered her son. And since then, Ashley has allowed both men to be part of Isaac's life. Now for the record, both guys want to be the father. Why?
When I got pregnant with my son Isaac, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I slept with 2 men around the same time I became pregnant. I feel bad because I allowed my son to call Dimitri and Lance daddy, and I don't know which one's the father. When I look at my son, I'm hoping that Dimitri's my son's father because I love him and I want to make our relationship work. I know Dimitri wants to be the father, and I know Lance wants to be the father. I need to find out the truth for my son.
So, now, everybody should know that since learning that he could be the father a few months ago, Dimitri has been helping to raise Isaac. Are you and Dimitri a couple?
Yes, we're a couple.
But Ashley, you have your son calling 2 people daddy.
I made a mistake.
When you were pregnant, did you tell one of the guys first?
I told Lance he was the father.
When did you tell Dimitri?
2 years later.
Okay, well, both Demetric and Lance are here, and this is what they had to say before the show.
My name is Demetric, and I know in my heart that Isaac is my son.
My name is Lance, and I believe that I'm Isaac's father.
Since I found out that Isaac was my son, he's been calling me daddy.
I've been there for Isaac since the day he was born, and I signed his birth certificate.
Lance is a deadbeat, hangs around with the wrong crowd, and I refuse to let my son be around that kind of drama.
Demetric, he's a clown, and I can't stand how he ruined my family and my life.
I want to spend the rest of my life with Ashley, and Lance is messing the whole thing up. I can't wait till Maury proves that I'm the father so we can move on and have a happier family.
All right, everybody, first, here's Demetric. Demetric, come on out. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay. So, Demetric, y'all are together, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Did you know that he was calling the other guy daddy?
I didn't know until we got back together.
Have a seat. Lance,
What's up?
what's going on?
Well, I was with her, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was with her, and I love her, you know what I'm saying? I got a baby boy, Isaac, that's my son.
You sure that's your son?
Yes, he looks just like me.
You think he looks like you, Demetric, or looks like Lance?
I think he looks like me.
That's what I'm here to find out today. No.
And you signed the birth certificate?
Yes, I signed the birth certificate, and they taking child support out front.
He calls you daddy, he calls him daddy.
Yeah,
Whose
but
fault is
I
that?
was there first. It's her fault. I take care of my responsibility as a man.
When it's convenient for you, you do it.
The only
You're
time.
not always
No,
there.
when I call you
When it's
on the
convenient for
phone, he
you.
tells you not to talk to me, and I can't talk to my son. And that's wrong.
Exactly. The only
Or
time
he
that he
cleared
calls.
me when I
the
call
only
the
time
phone.
that he calls.
That's why I don't
is
get.
when he wants
That's why I
to
don't get
come
along with him,
and get
because that's
something from
dirty.
her.
He don't do nothing. He don't do nothing. And I'm the man. I'm the man. I take care of him.
I do everything I can for
You
him.
don't do nothing.
I do everything I can
Because you
for
give
him.
us money, or you gave me money once or twice.
It
you-
don't
you
matter.
take
It
care
don't
of
matter.
but
It
you're
don't
not
matter.
there-
I take
you're
care
not
of my
there for him
responsibility
mentally,
right now.
emotionally. You're not
Because
there for him.
Because you keep
Who's
him
the one
away.
there for him?
Because you keep him away from me.
I work to take care of him. And when I go to work, you constantly calling,
It
constantly.
don't matter. I
trying
call
to
for my
come around
son.
her
It don't
house.
matter. I call for my son.
Constantly trying to
I
break
call for my
in.
son.
I work with people.
If
I work
you're
with
not
everybody.
if you're not the father, you're gonna move away, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to be with him.
I'm willing to, I want to be with him. I want to make it work with him.
You do.
Yes.
And you want to make it work with her?
Yes, I do. I want to be with her.
And what's going to happen if he's the father?
If he's the father, he can take care of his responsibilities by going through the right process of doing that like he's supposed to. But I'm still going to be there for Isaac like I have.
No, you ain't finna take care of my son. I'm gonna take care of my own responsibility.
Before you do that, I have something that I wanted to do.
Yeah. Don't you want me to read the results first?
No, I don't. You can read them afterwards.
But I'm the father, though, and I'm gonna take care of my responsibilities.
If you are the
and
father,
I would want to come and visit my son, and come to get my son.
When it comes to 2-year-old Isaac, the results are next. 2 men, but only one can be the father. Lance, Demetric.
Let me go before I snap.
You are the father. Sarah proved he is the father. But the drama with this couple is nowhere near over.
No, I want to talk about you.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in.
When I got pregnant with my son Isaac, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I slept with 2 men around the same time I became pregnant. I feel bad because I allowed my son to call Demetric and Lance daddy, and I don't know which one's the father.
You have your son calling 2 people daddy.
I made a mistake.
My name is Demetric, and I know in my heart that Isaac is my son.
My name is Lance, and I believe that I'm Isaac's father.
I want to spend the rest of my life with Ashley, and Lance is messing the whole thing up.
He calls you daddy, he calls him daddy. Whose fault is that?
I was there first. It's her fault.
I have something that I wanted to do.
Yeah. Don't you want me to read the results first?
No, I don't. You can read them after.
When it comes to 2-year-old Isaac, Demetric, you are not. When it comes to 2-year-old Isaac, Lance, you are the father.
I want to be in my son's life. There's a possibility I can see my son today.
When you do what you need to do, you know what you need to do.
Just answer the question, yes or no. Can I come and get my son today? How you supposed to come and get my son today?
You can't come and get him. You have to go through the process like you do.
I'm not trying to hit with you. You ain't the father, so
Okay,
I'm talking to her. I'm not talking
with
to
her,
you.
so
it don't
that's
matter.
how it's
I'm not
gonna
talking
be.
to you. I'm
Like
talking
I
to
said,
her.
that's how it's going to be.
No, it
You
ain't
go
gonna be
through the
like nothing.
process.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm feeling. Can you let me go before I snap?
This man denies her 4-year-old daughter. She left him, and now this man denies her newborn twins.
They were all down for it when I was pregnant, and now that they're here, they don't want any responsibility.
3 babies, 2 men, and 1 single mother desperate for the DNA results. The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. This is Steph. Now, Stephanie's here to prove not to 1 man, but to 2 men, that they are the fathers of her 3 kids. You see, 4 years ago, Stephanie met a guy named Ricky. And she says very soon after that, she got pregnant with her 4-year-old daughter, Leanna. Now, here's the problem. Ricky denies Leanna and wants nothing to do with her. Now, fast forward 2 years. Stephanie meets another guy named Jimmy, who, by the way, is not appearing here. And she gets pregnant again, this time with twins. And although at the time she thought he was different, guess what? He's denying the kids too. So we have 3 kids, 2 men, and 1 very devastated single mom. Watch.
My oldest daughter, Liana, she's 4, and she needs her father. You know, it's not fair. Then I met this guy, Jimmy, the father of my twins, and he's not taking responsibility. And it's just hard because there's 2 of them. It's too much for me, you know, to do by myself. It's hard. I love my children. I'm proud of them, you know. They're beautiful. They need their father.
Now, as we said earlier, Jimmy, the other man, refused to appear, but he took a DNA test, and he released a statement. We're going to get into that a little later on. You can pick him.
Not really. I made a mistake with Ricky, you know. It was real quick, and I got pregnant.
Does Leanna know Rick as her father?
She knows him, but she doesn't know him like that. And she's just so smart and beautiful, and he's missing out on everything.
Okay. Meanwhile, Jimmy's family, they spread rumors about it.
Family and friends talk about that I had sex for a sandwich, that I had sex.
Guess what? Rick was at least man enough to come, okay? And this is what Rick had to say.
I had a one-night stand with Stephanie 4 years ago. She's trying to say I'm the father of baby, but I'm not. 3 days after having sex with Stephanie, she called me and said she was pregnant. One of her own friends called me and told me I should get a DNA test. They say that all little girls look like their daddy, but this one don't look like me. Stephanie claims I'm a deadbeat dad, but I'm just trying to find out if I'm the father of this child. If it turns out to be I'm not the father, I'm gonna tell you in 2 languages. Leave me alone. Déjame tranquilo.
Here is Ricky. Ricky, come on out. Rick.
So I was a one-night stand too.
If you're the father, you'll get in this child's life.
Of course, ain't no problem. I'm a man about mine.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm a man about mine.
Good.
I don't deny nothing.
Okay. And you tried to do the right thing at first, right?
Yeah.
You signed the birth certificate?
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Then what happened?
That's all you did.
Then what happened?
She didn't apply by my rules. She mad disrespectful.
Your
yo.
rules?
By the way, did you ever ask her for a DNA test before?
Yeah.
And the courts, and he didn't show up. They said if I didn't come, that I would get a warrant from my arrest. But he didn't show up for the DNA test.
Ricky, you know this other guy?
Nah, I don't know that dude.
Okay, but Jimmy, the
I've
other
seen him
guy,
once, though.
for the twins, he released a statement. This is what the statement says. Steffi and I were dating. I was happy when she got pregnant, but then I started hearing rumors about her. I cannot say for sure if these kids are mine, but why would all those people be lying? Kind of the same thing you said.
Because they haters, man. They don't do nothing for you. They don't do nothing for my kids. They don't do nothing for me. Come on.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out right now.
Who gets you upset?
In the case of 1-year-old Skylar, one of the twins with Jimmy, in the case of Skylar, Jimmy is not the father. In the case of 1-year-old Michaela, Jimmy is not the father. In the case of 4-year-old Leanna, Ricky, you are not the father. Wait a second. Rick, you want to say anything to him?
Not really. I apologize, but you did. You messed
You gotta
up.
get my money. I'm suing your ass.
You are the father. Sarah proved he is the father. But the drama with this couple is nowhere near over.
No, I want to talk about your...
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. Earlier, an angry teen mother named Sarah was determined to prove to Robert that he's the father of her son, William.
You think you look like that child?
No, I don't.
Robert claimed her baby's real father is another man. The DNA test results revealed the truth.
You are the father.
Backstage, even though he could not deny being the father anymore, Sarah was still extremely angry at Robert.
He's the father, he's not the daddy. He didn't want to be there. He wasn't there. He left state.
Give me a shot.
No. What's the point?
No, wait, you're gonna walk away and you're not even gonna let me finish? I'm not a chaser, man. I don't chase.
You can't chase me and talk about your kid, right?
Sir,
You're a wonderful person, Robert. You're
No.
just so wonderful. You chase your down the street just to get but you can't chase me down. No, I want to talk about your son.
Hey guys, whoa. Don't push me. We have a child, but I'm not gonna chase you no more.
We sincerely hope this couple is able to work together for the sake of baby William. Until next time, America. The action happens right now on Maury. It's one of the wildest paternity shows ever. One relationship started as one relationship ended. And now one mother is not sure who her baby's father is. She thinks that Jamie's the father, but he says no way.
When did he start denying this?
Oh, about the time he started sleeping with her? Because you laid in bed with me, right? Shut your mouth, you don't know what you're talking about.
Jaden does not look anything like me.
Who are you trying to get? Who are you trying to get?
And this man wants to be the father.
That would be a good father to her son, Jaden.
So you want Jason to be the father, but you don't think so.
I know he's not.
Two men. Which man is the father?
She think about pinning her son on me. We're gonna be together. Do me a favor, find you a new obsession.
He didn't want to come here, did he?
I had to give him coupons.
I never saw those coupons in a newspaper.
Because I deliver.
Why would she pin that baby on you?
I don't know. It don't look like
You
me.
heard? I need the results.
Anthony?
Her wedding day was a complete disaster.
My mom wasn't there. There was fights.
The day was so bad that night, she slept with her brand new husband's best friend.
I know Serenity's not dark like me, but I really do believe that she's mine.
Is her husband the father? Shocking DNA results. Next.
This is Amanda. Now, Amanda is living every mother's worst nightmare because she doesn't know if her ex-boyfriend Jason or her other ex-boyfriend Jamie is the father of her now 3-year-old adorable son Jaden. Look how cute he is. You see, around the time Amanda got pregnant, she was ending her relationship with Jason and just beginning a new life with Jamie. So, you admit that you were with both at the same time.
Right. Jason and I were just getting out of a 8-year relationship.
Long.
Really
In fact,
long.
you
we have a 10-year-old son together. Yep. And Jamie and I just kind of went right into a relationship, and you know, we got along great. It was a good relationship, but it was right.
Why is he going like this, shaking his head backstage?
He's afraid to admit it.
Oh,
He's,
is that?
You know, he's got 4 kids with 4 different women. I guess I'd be a little butthurt too, coming on national television looking like a fool.
You know, Jamie has a girlfriend named Stacy. You know that?
Yeah. Oh, I know
Stacy's
that.
here.
She is, huh?
Yeah,
Stacey's here. What does she need to be here for?
We have tried to be in Jaden's life.
done
We
what?
haven't seen
When?
him in 2 years,
When?
Amanda.
It's been
we
3
tried
years.
to. No,
Stacey, you ain't been there. Who are you?
No,
You don't know.
We seen him till he was 12 months old, Amanda.
Baloney.
We did too. I have his clothes at my house still. You don't even work.
Now let me get this straight. You were going with Jason, you broke up with Jason, right when you were breaking up with Jason, you were with Jamie, but Jamie was there until the baby was how old?
Jamie was there until the baby was 2 months old. He drove me to the hospital when my water broke. He signed the birth certificate.
Amanda, I started dating Jamie when
Is this show about you?
Jaden was
Why
6
are you
months
here?
old. Because my son deserves to see his brother.
You guys don't think what are you talking about? You're crazy.
This is his
You're
kid.
sitting here saying my son has the right to know his brother.
No.
Jamie doesn't think the kid's his. Shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about, man. Stay at the door. No. So now we know that it's Jamie who brought everybody here.
Yep.
Okay.
I called the show.
You did.
Imagine that. You called the show.
Do Jamie and
Because you laid in bed with me, right? You called the show. Call Jamie out, man enough. You can't man up. Jason is
So
been
you
there.
want Jason to be the
I
father?
would love Jason
But
is
you
a
don't think
wonderful
so.
dad. I know he's good.
Okay, we spoke to Jamie before the show. This is what they had to say.
My name is Jason, and I could be the father of Amanda's son, Jaden. My name is Jamie, and I do not think that Amanda's son, Jaden, is mine. I was with Amanda for 8.5 years, and we have a 10-year-old son together. And I would be a good father to her son, Jaden. I was with Amanda for over a year, and she cheated on me with Jason. So I think he is the father of Jaden. Jaden looks exactly like Jamie. He has all his features. I have strong genes, and Jaden does not look anything like me. Jaden looks just like Jason, and Amanda knows it, and that's why she had him tested too. I love the family that I have with Amanda, and if I am the father, I would welcome Jaden into my family. I have no connection with Jaden at all. I haven't seen him in over a year because Amanda's kept him away from me. If I was a father, she would want me around and not push me away.
All right, we're going to meet Jason in a few minutes, but here's Jamie, who Amanda doesn't really like. Okay, here's Jamie. Why are you so mad at him?
He wants to sit here acting all tough. Never been there. He ain't never been there.
Jamie.
He wants to walk out here like he's some
been
kind
there.
of man.
Always.
The only child you take care of is the one you're with. You don't
No.
take care of
Don't even say Jamie's not there.
other kids because he is Amanda.
He
You don't live
may
with
be
us.
good with your kid, but wait till you leave him too because
I'm not going to
it'll
leave
happen.
him. I have a ring on my finger
Good
right here.
for you. Good for you.
All the time.
You were born?
I was there from time number 1 in the hospital.
Well, then
But he don't think he's a dad.
Why are you doubting that you're the father?
Because she cheated on me.
You think that child looks like you? You're the one who brought everybody
You know,
to the show.
Me and Jaden looks a lot kind of like both of us.
Really? Take
And
a look at that note.
I don't see it. I don't.
Okay. Y'all want a drama, you're getting it. Here is Jason. Let's welcome Jason. Now, here's the deal. You all have a child together. He's a good father.
He's a wonderful father.
No.
How can you be a wonderful dad to a child you don't believe is yours and you don't see?
Who do you think the father is of this child?
I think it's Jamie, but there's just a possibility that could be mine.
Jamie, if you are proved to be the father, you
Ain't
want to
gonna
get...
be no happy ending and you go back in the green room and hug and kiss him.
I will be there for him. I will be there for him. I'm paying child support for him right now.
$23 a week.
Oh, yeah.
And this just started 5 months ago.
You would prefer that you be the father of this child. Is that right?
Well, we have a 10-year-old together, and I love my kid with everything. So that's his little brother. So there'd be no difference. In...
Do you see Jaden a lot?
Oh, all the time, day.
And what does he think?
Amanda,
What does he
you
refer
tell
to
me,
you as?
Amanda, you tell me, Jason, I don't even let Jason see his kid.
When did I tell you that?
Just the other day.
No.
Jamie was
Well, we're going to find out. I've heard enough. When it comes to 3-year-old Jaden, Jason, you are not the father. And when it comes to 3-year-old Jaden, Jamie, you are the father.
See him right now.
No.
In a way, Jamie, in a way, I think Amanda's right this way. This child is 3 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
This
go
is not
messing
like
it
an
up.
infant.
No.
And it may take time, little steps for you to get into his life. Maybe this is not the time. This is not the time for you all of a sudden to jump in. I think the child needs some preparation, and Amanda, it's his father.
I don't care. It was his father 3 years ago, too.
Well, guess what?
Well, then what?
He didn't doubt it 3 years ago. He didn't doubt it 3 years ago. We don't get along.
Well,
I don't know
guess
what the hell
There's
you're
a lot
saying,
of history
Kobe.
here, and it's got to be worked out. We'll be back right after this. Thank you, Jamie.
Can we just talk without screaming and yelling?
I don't really care to.
Can we try?
Just talk to him calm,
Can we
okay?
try? Down the road, like you're gonna work, you're gonna.
If I know that I can trust that he's not going to sit and badmouth me, or his girlfriend's not going to sit and badmouth me, this is my son. I have been there for this child. Not Jamie. Not ever.
Little by little.
As long as it don't take longer than a year, I want
No,
to see him
it'll
like
take
within 6
however
months
long
or
it
something.
takes. It'll take.
She think about pinning her son on me. We're gonna be together. Do me a favor and find you a new obsession.
He didn't want to come here, did he?
I had to give him coupon.
Never saw those coupons in a newspaper.
Because I deliver.
Why would she pin that baby on you?
I don't know. It don't look like
You
me.
heard. I need the results.
Anthony?
It's one of the wildest paternity shows ever.
This is Cherie. 4 years ago, Cherie steps out of her car, locks eyes with this guy named Anthony, and fell madly in love. Wait a second. Months later, Cherie discovered she was pregnant and says both
Not
she
by me.
and Anthony were overjoyed. Sounds romantic. Not quite. Because 5 months later, Cherie found out that Anthony secretly had another girlfriend
Yeah.
Who, by the way, is in the audience
Yeah.
today.
Maury, let me tell you about
Well,
this.
now, wait a minute.
Mm.
And now Anthony eyes her son, Desmond.
Mm-hmm. Look at my baby. Looking too cute. What?
Now, before we hear from Cherie, this is what Anthony had to say.
What?
I had sex with Cherie one time, and ever since then, she been hooked on me. She think about pinning her son Desmond on me. We gonna be together. She got another thing coming. She was sleeping with 5 different guys. She was definitely keeping herself entertained. She need to call one of those dudes and get one of them tested. Cherie dreams about me all the time. She wishes her son had my nose, my lip, my hair, but he has nothing of mine. Cherie, you crazy psycho bitch. When these DNA tests come back and prove I'm not the father, do me a favor and find you a new obsession.
Bring him out. Bring him out. First of all, bring him out. Bring him out. First of all, let me tell you something. Woo! 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 Woo!
What's up?
Maury, first of all, let me tell you, I'm stuck on him. I'm sprung on him. Never could I be sprung on him. He don't got nothing. A little bitty thing. Little big old ball. Big old, big old, big old, big. Now, little woo.
You told my producer, if you take Desmond, little beautiful...
If I turn my son upside down, my son got a little bitty thing and big old beans. Little bitty thing, just like him. I taught him if your froggy leap, he drove my creek. And I'm not playing. I'm not playing. He want to deny my baby. What? My baby did not. My baby look just like him. The nose, the ears, the facial features look just like him. But my baby a star. My baby a star. Anything I push out look good, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Cherie.
Bring him out, Maury.
Cherie.
Yes.
You got quite an imagination.
Yes, I got quite an imagination.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Well, because you're talking about frogs in the creek and he said, one time.
One time?
He said
that's all it takes, though, ain't it? That's all it takes, though. That's all it takes. But it was more than one time. It was more than one time.
Okay, wait a second. By the way, you've been asking him to get a DNA test for something.
For the longest. I went to the public aid office. He didn't want to go do it the public aid way. Sent papers to his house. Just had the sheriff show him in his house.
In fact, he didn't want to come here, did he?
No, he didn't want to come here. I had to give him coupons. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. I know it's mine. I know it's mine.
I know.
Baby, I love
you. Know something?
Woo. Bring him out,
I never
Maury.
saw
Bring
those
him
coupons
out.
in a newspaper.
You ain't seen no coupons in the newspaper because I deliver them. Personally.
All right. I can't wait to meet Anthony. Here he is, Anthony.
That's a trick, baby.
Yeah, you the
know
trick.
what it is.
You the
know
trick.
what? Not
You the
me.
trick. You the
One
trick.
time. That
You
ain't
the
me.
trick.
You know what he do.
You was the trick.
You can't treat me.
Anthony,
You a slut.
Anthony.
How you doing,
Anthony,
man?
how you been?
How you doing? How everybody doing?
Spell it.
Come on, ho.
Sit down. Let Anthony have his space here. Anthony, what do you think of all this?
I'm glad to be. I want these results.
Oh, is that all
Yeah,
you
it
want?
happened
Get
one time,
we gonna
Maury.
get
It
him.
happened one
I'm
time.
1,000,000% sure you my baby.
Anthony, why would she pin that baby on you?
I don't know. It don't look like
You
me.
ain't
That baby
nothing.
don't
Why
look.
would
Do
I
that
pin
baby
my
look
baby
like?
on you?
No, it don't. That's not my baby, man.
Where did you get
One
that
time.
to get them shoes?
That's not me. You
Was
can't
it?
treat
Now be
me.
quiet.
man.
I need the results.
I know we all
That's
need
what I
the
want.
results.
You nasty. Do y'all
I need
see?
the
I
results.
made a mistake for messing with her. You sick.
What
said
about
that when
this?
I put my thumb.
Come on.
I've had enough. Let's get.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm finna show you. Watch this.
If this is your child, this child's almost 4 years old.
I know.
You're going to get in that child's life if it's your child.
No,
But
he
it's
ain't
not
got no
mine.
job.
It's not
He ain't
mine.
got no job.
We're going to
Do
right
it.
now. To 3-year-old Desmond. Anthony, you are the father. Just take care of that child, okay?
Well,
He's a boy, Maury.
Nah,
When
no.
I'm gonna let a boy be in my son's life?
I'm a man
I
before
need a
anything.
man
I'm a man
that's
before
gonna take
anything.
care of
I
his
can
kids.
take care of my.
You know,
Nah, I know.
You
I
can't
know
take
now.
care of my baby.
Should've told me
You ain't been in
somebody
this life.
Don't get-
I
You
know
ain't been
now.
in this life.
Did Anthony step up as a father? You won't believe this update. Her wedding day was a complete disaster.
My mom wasn't there. There was fights.
The day was so bad that night, she slept with her brand new husband's best friend.
I know Serenity's not dark like me, but I really do believe that she's mine.
Wants to be the father of this child.
He loves her.
Two former best friends.
You shouldn't have stepped past that boundary.
You shouldn't try to turn a hoe into a housewife.
Is her husband the father? It's one of the wildest paternity shows ever.
Everybody, this is Michelle. Michelle's going through a lot. You see, I want to show you a wedding picture of Michelle and her husband, Jameric. Now, this should have been the happiest day of their lives. But instead of being blissful, both Michelle and Jameric agree their wedding day was a complete disaster. So much so, it has brought them to our show in need of a paternity test. Now listen, everybody, to this story. You won't believe it.
When Michelle and her husband, Jameric, got married 1 year ago, what should have been the happiest day of their lives quickly turned into a wedding day disaster.
We were fighting so much. My wedding day was a disaster.
Their doomed wedding day soon led to an argument between these newlyweds that would nearly destroy their relationship.
It felt like it was a sign that we shouldn't have got married because everything went wrong. I left and slept with his best friend, Chris.
The honeymoon was definitely over for these two when Michelle then discovered she was pregnant.
I was scared to death because I didn't know if it belonged to my husband or his best friend.
Michelle's fears were not eased once the baby was born.
My heart stopped because she looks white. Every day, my husband looks at her like he's just waiting for her to get darker. I don't want to lose my family. I'm so sorry.
What's the problem when we look at that screen, Michelle?
She's white. My husband's black.
Your husband told our producers that he keeps waiting for the baby to change.
He does. He looks at her fingers every day and just says they're going to get darker tomorrow. I swear they are.
He wants to be the father of this child.
He loves her.
Chris, this ex-best friend, and Jameric coming to the wedding together. Then there was all kinds of things going on. People were late. They were late. Other people were late. There was all kinds of knockdown, drag-outs at the
My
wedding.
mom wasn't there.
So when it was all over, you went home and you went back to the house, I guess, with Jameric, and you all started fighting again.
Yes, it just got worse.
And you said, I'm getting out of here. You slammed the door and left. Where'd you go?
To Chris's house.
What happened then?
We slept together.
And Chris really is hoping he is not the father. Watch.
When me and my wife, Michelle, got married, I thought we were gonna have a happy and simple life together. I never thought that her and my friend would betray me the way they have.
I warned Jameric about Michelle and her slutty ways, and I told him not to marry her. But he didn't listen, so I slept with her to prove a point.
When Michelle became pregnant, I just wanted to put the whole betrayal behind me and be there for the baby.
Michelle says I'm the father of this baby, and I know it's very light. But she is such a whore that this could be any white man's baby.
I know Serenity's not dark like me, but I really do believe that she's mine.
I pray every night that I'm not the father of this baby. So I'm waiting on the DNA test to prove what I already know.
If the test comes back negative, I'll be hurt, but I'll still be there for her. She's my little girl regardless.
Well, we're going to meet Chris later on, but Jameric seems like a hell of a guy. Here's your husband, Jameric.
I'm sorry.
She's in a lot of pain. How much can I say it's for real that you're going to stay around here with this marriage and this child if you're not the father?
Definite.
So do you think there's a possibility that you're the father of this child?
Very strong possibility.
Really?
Her feet are shaped the same way as mine. You know, long, slender toes, odd-shaped at the bottom.
This is not a foregone conclusion with you.
I'm holding my position strong regardless. Even if it turns out that it's not my baby, she's going to have someone consistent in her life regardless.
Well, there's one other person involved here, and that's Chris. He doesn't want to be the father. Here's Chris. They look at you as the bad guy here, I guess.
Yep.
Would you prefer to be friends with him?
Nope.
No?
No.
Why not? You were. You were friends?
Were at one point in time. We actually grew up together, yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be a friend of his again?
I don't know. He thinks I'm the bad person about the whole situation when it wasn't. It takes two.
It's just as much your fault as it was mine.
You shouldn't have stepped past that boundary.
You shouldn't try to turn a hoe into a housewife.
Think that's your child?
That's a possibility. I'm hoping it's not, no.
You think it's Jameric's child?
No. But there's no telling whose it is.
If it does turn out to be his, there will be child support.
But what's that got to do with you? What's that got to do with you? What's that got to do with you?
Yours, you will take care of your responsibility.
It just shows how stupid you are getting on stage with a white baby. It shows how stupid you are.
Okay, there's only one thing left. Let's find out who the father is. In the case of 3-week-old Serenity, Jameric, you are not the father. Case of 3-week-old Serenity, Chris, you are the all we care about. All you should care about.
Come
all
on,
you
we
can
already
care
done
about.
said we gonna support. So she got her daddy.
You're gonna
and
raise.
you looking
You're
at.
gonna raise this child, huh? You're gonna raise this child.
I got this. I got the job. I got this.
Only reason he denied my baby because his rat-faced girlfriend, what she doesn't know, I slept with him last week. Yes, we did. On my couch.
Get this to your big, thick horse head. I am not that baby father.
The case of 11-month-old Jalea.
It's one of the wildest paternity shows ever.
This is Ashley. Now, the day Ashley found out she was pregnant, she says her boyfriend at the time, Tootie, was so happy that he burst into tears. But apparently everything changed when Ashley found out that Tootie was cheating with this woman, Ronika.
My baby? Deny my baby? I know you all that.
Now then,
My baby?
apparently that's when Tootie abandoned Ashley and began denying her daughter, Jalea. Look at her. Ashley says when Ronika is not around, Tootie not only tells Ashley that he wants to move in with her and be a family, but get this, Ashley claims They slept together last week.
Yes, we did. To let you know what kind of sorry man that you got,
Watch
baby. Today, once and for all, I want to prove to my deadbeat baby daddy Tootie and his ugly ass girlfriend Juanica that he is the father of my baby Jalea. I know the exact moment that I got pregnant. Me and Tootie was watching the BET Awards 2007. Instead, watching the TV, we were having sex. The only reason he denied my baby because his rat-faced girlfriend would not let him be a father. What she doesn't know, Tootie says he still wants to be with me and my baby. In fact, I slept with him last week. Today, I have taken a lie detector test and a DNA test. When it's all said and done, I want Tootie to be a better father towards my daughter and Juanica to back the hell off.
Ashley, you knew the exact moment?
Of course I did. We were supposed to be watching the BET Awards. Instead, we having sex on my couch.
Who was on the BET Awards when this happened?
Chris Brown.
And he said that he was excited when you told him you were
This
pregnant.
fool started crying. We laying in the bed. This fool started crying when I told him I was pregnant. Get your mind right. That's the truth. And you gonna look like a fool today, bro. I will get the last laugh. No.
What has he done for your daughter?
This fool put her one pamper in my mailbox. One pamper, a size 5 pamper.
And he still comes on to you?
He still comes on to me. So the day that we went to go take the DNA test, you weren't trying to hit on me. The night after we came back, we were taking the DNA test. We didn't have sex that night. No.
This is what Tootie and Renika had to say. What?
Ashley, get this straight. Tootie is my man and he's not your baby's father.
You nothing but a lying, conniving, trashy hoe.
I know you're jealous of me, but I will not let you get your hands on Tootie or our money.
Ashley, you pissed off because I won't do nothing for that baby? I am not that baby's father, and this is one money train that won't be coming by your house.
That girl had men running in and out of her house. She told 2 other men that they might be the baby father.
Get this through your big, thick horse head. When I find out I'm not the father of that baby, don't call me no more, don't text me no more, because I'm through with you.
I'm gonna tell it today. I'm gonna tell it today. I'm telling you, my daughter will have.
Take her off. Corey, take her off.
That's what's up.
Why isn't she your child? Why don't you think she might not be?
Because for one, she slept with everybody in my hood.
Renika, is she trying to pin this on your man to break you all up?
To me, that's what's going on. Like I said, this girl is a liar, a compulsive liar. And she lied about everything that she said.
By the way, if this is your child,
I'm going to take care of it just like I do the rest of them. I take care of 5 kids.
And
for somebody talking about I ain't got no money in my pocket, I got money in my pocket. I got money in my pocket. Yeah. I got money in my pocket. I got money in my pocket. Y'all hoes broke. Y'all hoes broke.
if you start. This is the lie detector test. You were asked, has Tootie ever promised you that if he is the father, you would be a family? You said yes. The lie detector determined you're telling the truth.
Hell no. Hell no. I ain't never say
Did Tootie ask you if he could move in with you when you moved into your new apartment? You said yes. The lie detector test determined you were telling the truth. We asked you when was the last time you slept with Tootie. You admitted to our lie detector administrator you slept with Tootie last week, and that was the truth. This is the most important thing. Case of 11-month-old Jalea. Tootie, after 5 boys, You are the father.
I'm glad this is over. I'm glad that I found out the truth. He knows the truth. So there shouldn't be not one reason that he cannot come do for his daughter. And now that she knows the truth about the lie detector test, you shouldn't want to be with a man like that. Somebody don't want to even take care of your child and you stand with him? No.
4 months ago, David was tragically killed in a car accident. They are both here to find out if David is the father of their 3 children.
Did Anthony step up as a father? You won't believe this update. It's one of the wildest paternity shows ever.
I want to show you a photograph of a man named David. Now, 4 months ago, David was tragically killed in a car accident. And on the set here, we have Rachel and Chanel. You see, Rachel here has twins, Elijah and Isaiah. And Chanel has a daughter named Angelise. Now, right before David died, he told his sister, Julie, that he wasn't sure if he was the father of any of these children. So today, Julie is here with her father, Sylvester, and they are both praying that all of the babies are David's. Here's the story.
Rachel and Chanel were in love with a young man named David at the same time.
David and I had such a fast connection, and it was great. When I met David, I remember the first thing I told him was that he had the most beautiful eyes.
Tragically, on September 30th, 2008, David Solis was in a tragic car accident and lost his life.
I remember seeing the whole accident site. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I felt an emptiness because I knew my little girl would never know her dad.
But it was only after his death when the doubts of paternity emerged. David expressed to his sister Julie that he questioned being the father of these 3 children.
He had told me that he had doubts about his children, and that really broke my heart. I'm ready to get to the bottom of this so that our family can move on.
Chanel, you dated David first, right?
Yeah.
And you got pregnant first?
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
Yeah, he knew.
And did he ever see your daughter, Angelise?
No, she never got to meet him.
Never met him. So then he started dating you, right, Rachel?
Yes.
Okay. When he died, you were dating him still?
Yes, we were living with each other.
I see.
Yes, and
And he had seen your babies?
yeah, he got to hold him. He got to kiss him before he left the house.
In fact, you ran to the accident scene with your babies.
Yes, I didn't know he was dead yet because I screamed his name. I told him, I said, David, I'm here. Because I was always there for him. I was always there for him. And he never said anything to me. He never said anything back. And I knew. And when I got back in the car, my sons were just hysterically crying.
But you thought they knew?
I know they knew. I know they knew because my sons are the happiest babies. And you know.
If I show pictures of David and all these kids, what are you going to tell me? They all look alike?
No doubt. Yeah. Look at the ears.
Let's meet, we hope, the grandfather of these 3 kids and hopefully the aunt. Here are Sylvester and Julie. Here they are. Sylvester, good to see you. Nice to see you both. Now, Julie, is there doubt in your mind because there was doubt in your brother's mind?
You know what? I never had a doubt, really, but you just hear rumors and it starts to mess with your mind, your heart, makes you want to start believing things that you don't want to believe.
I don't know many people who would invite into their home 2 women and 3 kids.
I love to have a baby come home with me. I'll just be happy.
All the prayers have been asked for. Let's find out what the answers are. Okay? We're going to find out right now. When it comes to 11-month-old Angelise, Sylvester,
will this family be able to stay together after the DNA tests?
You are the father.
Did Anthony step up as a father? You won't believe this update. It's one of the wildest paternity shows ever. Rachel and Chanel were in love with a young man named David at the same time. Rachel and Chanel went on to get pregnant. Chanel had a daughter, Angelise. Rachel had 2 twin boys, Elijah and Isaiah. Tragically, on September 30th, 2008, David Solis was in a tragic car accident and lost his life.
I remember seeing the whole accident site. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I felt an emptiness because I knew my little girl would never know her dad.
But it was only after his death when the doubts of paternity emerged. David expressed to his sister Julie that he questioned being the father of these 3 children.
He had told me that he had doubts about his children, and that really broke my heart.
Is there doubt in your mind because there was doubt in your brother's mind?
You just hear rumors and starts to mess with your mind, your heart, makes you want to start believing things that you don't want to believe.
All the prayers have been asked for. Let's find out what the answers are. When it comes to 11-month-old Angelise Sylvester, you are the grandparent. When it comes to 5-month-old identical twins Elijah and Isaiah Sylvester, you are the grandparent.
I'm so happy, thank God.
Especially with all those rumor mongers, right?
Yes. David Solis is my baby daddy. Already.
We got our family now. And thank y'all so much for giving us this opportunity.
And more than anything else, with Julie and Sylvester, a piece of your brother and a piece of your son, 3 pieces.
Yes.
In fact.
Thank God.
What joy there should be. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. You are the father.
Did Anthony step up as a father? You won't believe this update. It's one of the wildest paternity shows ever.
She think about pinning her son on me. We're gonna be together. Do me a favor and find you a new obsession.
He didn't want to come here, did he?
I had to give him coupons.
Why would she pin that baby on you?
I don't know. It don't look like
You
me.
heard, I need the results.
You are the father.
After they went back home, did Anthony step up as a father? She says that after the show, Anthony has called her to redeem some of her special coupons. But unfortunately, she says, he has not gotten involved in the life of their son, Desmond.
Mọi buổi chiều khác, lòng ta man mát buồn, nhìn cây nhìn cỏ, nhìn bầu trời trôi qua, rồi suy nghĩ trong đầu tương lai sao vội vã. Cái gì đến thì nó đến, đi thì nó đi, ta không giữ lại rồi thì thân quen với con nước vối bên hồ nghe những câu chuyện chẳng đầu không đuôi. Bác trai đó nói thằng đó chả làm gì cả, chỉ giỏi phá tiền của ông già, phá luôn cả gia đình, lắc đầu ngao ngán. Tao thì chột dạ, bàn bên có thằng cùng tuổi làm thiết kế nội thất, lương cũng khấm khá. Ta im lặng nói tao có thằng bạn làm bất động sản. Ta còn lông bông nghĩ về gia đình, lúc họ hàng hỏi thăm sau này cháu làm gì, ta vẫn trả lời qua loa cháu là phụ hồ ạ. Có người biết ta đùa, có người nói ta không nghiêm túc với cuộc đời mình. Ta chỉ lặng lặng, không thể nói cháu theo âm nhạc, không biết con thuyền đi đến đâu nhưng sẵn sàng đối mặt với bão tố. Chả ai biết mai này ra là sao. Có những lúc nói sang mõm nhưng chẳng làm. Tao thật hứa tao khốn nạn, tao đổ lỗi, làm như mọi thứ xung quanh chống lại tao. Tao không hề sai, nhận ra lý do bố chửi tao. Tao không kiên định nghiêm túc với con đường tao đi. Nhận ra em đã chịu đựng và hy sinh, vẫn tin vào anh dù có những lời hứa anh không làm. Nhận ra có lúc xuống vực sâu mới biết mình là ai. Chân thành thì biết ai còn ở lại. Và tận cùng của vực sâu là lối lên, tận cùng của đêm tối là ánh bình minh, tận cùng của khổ đau là hạnh phúc. Tao vẫn tin chừng nào máu tao còn chảy, linh hồn tao còn cháy, âm nhạc vẫn còn đây thì thằng đi S7 này vẫn bay.